Hello, College Biology. This is Photosynthesis Part 4, Phase 2, the Calvin cycle. And this will be the last video in our photosynthesis series. So, what do we have going on in the Calvin cycle? Well, first of all, the Calvin cycle does not occur in the thylakoid of the chloroplast. It occurs in the stroma. And there is carbon dioxide in that stroma that is diffused in from the environment. And it's kick-started with RUBP, this molecule here, with 5 carbons and 2 phosphates, binds with the carbon dioxide. And then we start into the Calvin cycle. Now, because it's a cycle, there's going to be a series of reactions that end up giving us RUBP again. So then that RUBP will wait for carbon dioxide to go another round. Well, what we'll end up making is a bunch of stuff, but these reactions, to go forward, they need the ATP and the energy carriers that we took from the light reaction. So the Calvin cycle is dependent on the products of the light reaction. So now that we've done this, what's the point? Well, at one point in this process, that will be kind of down here, we will have 6 G3Ps. And G3P is a 3-carbon molecule. 5 of those G3Ps will go back in the cycle and form RUBP, so that we can get ready for the next carbon dioxide. One of them leaves the cycle. Now, G3P, one G3P is not very useful, but if we go through the cycle again, we then can create 2 G3Ps. And since G3P is a 3-carbon molecule, if we have 2 of them, we can make a 6-carbon molecule, and that is where our glucose comes from. So this is strictly, technically not part of the Calvin cycle, but the G3P is made in the Calvin cycle, and it can go on to make glucose. G3P can also be used to make sucrose and other valuable molecules. So photosynthesis does not strictly only make glucose. It can actually make many useful things for the cell that is undergoing photosynthesis. So let's review. The Calvin cycle, it occurs in the stroma. RUBP and carbon dioxide bind to start the Calvin cycle. ATP and electron carriers from the light reaction trigger a looping series of reactions. At one point we have 6 G3P. 5 of those go back to make RUBP and reset the cycle. 1 G3P leaves the cycle, and we can use 2 G3P to make glucose or other useful molecules. That's it. I hope this helps. Struggle well.